What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode review of Love and Hip Hop New York. This is season 10, episode 13. This is about to go out soon, or is it going to go like on a mid-season break or whatever? Because Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, don't that supposed to be coming back on the 16th? And then you got this on, you got what this called? Love and Hip Hop Miami, bitch. They just not giving us no type of break. God damn, bitch. But anyway, this episode 13, mind your dollars, okay? Um, so we start off with Fresher up in the jewelry store, and Papoose come and meet him, and he basically trying to get a ring for Jen. Okay, mind you, this is the second ring. All right, as he let us know and let Papoose know, this the second ring because the first time he proposed to Jen, she found some stuff in his phone that he was texting some other bitch, and therefore she threw the shit out the window on the parkway or whatever. So I don't know if they found the ring, but baby, they don't have the ring no more. Listen, you are sitting up here telling us about how you got to pay Jada $2,500 a goddamn month, and her cousin hit me up and said, "Bitch, no, she ain't been getting the goddamn money." Mama, I saw your message. I just didn't have a time to respond to you, but she said she ain't been getting money from him or whatever. So that's that. You owe that. Plus, you got the mortgage, which I'm pretty sure is up in the 2000s, probably. Or a little three. You know what I'm saying? Plus, you probably got your other utilities and shit that you got to pay off, your property taxes and stuff like that, and your home utilities, and then you got your studio fees, and you supposed to be doing this head of this label and all this shit, and then on top of that, you finna stress the finances even more with trying to get a ring when you know damn well that you ain't finna do right by this woman. I'm sitting here like, what the fuck and how the fuck and where the fuck do I sign up to get all this goddamn money that you doing? Okay, because listen, bitch, a bitch over here struggling. A bitch needs some little assistance. Like, help me out. Help me out. Give me a couple of $1,000 right quick. Because you up here just spreading money thin, all right? And I'm like, a ring at this moment is not a priority. Okay, bitch, you better go scour that goddamn parkway and find the other one. Listen, y'all not ready for this shit. She don't trust you. You are not in the place to be married right now. He up there talking to he talking to Papoose like, I'm in the place where I need to be with her, like I'm being the man that she need right now. I said since the fuck when? Ever as long as Jada up in the picture, no girl or no boy, it ain't finna happen. It ain't finna happen the way that you want it to happen. Y'all gonna probably be engaged for like 2 weeks and that's gonna be the fuck it. Okay? Then, Papoose just basically breaking that shit down like, you need to give her time. Yes, you think that this is a way to get to her heart, way to get back in, whatever, just giving her this ring or whatever, but you done fucked up so much. You had so many infidelities and all this shit. You gotta let her rebuild that trust. Leave it to fucking Papoose to speak some goddamn truth, okay? Papoose done been through some shit. Papoose talk like a nigga that been through some shit and he learned from his ways and he like, listen, bitch, I fucked up in my past relationships. I'm not finna do that right about now. I seen the stress, the turmoil, the hurt that I can cause and all that shit. But baby, I don't want to do that to the person that I truly, truly love. So I'm gonna be right on this straight and arrow. I said, you know what, Papoose? You need to be writing these quotes or whatever that they be putting all over Instagram. Everybody be writing and shit. Okay, I could see him being a fucking relationship expert somewhat, but I wouldn't take his advice. But it sound good. It sound good. I said, Fresher, get the fuck up out my face with that shit. Moving on from that, then we get Kim Bella sitting there nursing her baby. First of all, I forgot Kim Bella had a baby, and this was when Juelz went to jail. She was pregnant, during the wedding and all that stuff. Because as soon as they got married, he got went to jail and all that. Um, so at this point, somebody ring the doorbell, and she gets up. And she opened up the door, and I said, "Oh shit, bitch, Juelz, you didn't escape? Who the fuck told you to get out of jail right now? How did you get out? You found your way out? How? Suffering succotash." I was waiting to hear the list, but then I was like, no, that's his brother. That's twin right there. Okay, I was like, whew, all right. I was about to say, Juelz is out here on the lam, bitch, but he came over because, he's working on this album or whatever with releasing Juelz new stuff, since he's in jail, and they're trying to put this record together. And Kimbella give us a little bit of background between them, how they had their little falling out. They really wasn't on speaking terms because at one point Kimbella kicked Juelz out the house because Juelz was doing some foul shit, and the brother took Juelz's side. Of course that's gonna happen. I'm not surprised by that. That's his brother. So, blood gonna go with blood or whatever, bro gonna go with bro over hoes, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that type of mentality. And so, ever since this whole situation with Juelz being locked up, I guess they came back and they had a little conversation and they got over their differences, and they're gonna come together, work on this album or whatever. But the mother is there too. She calls down all the kids or whatever because Juelz wrote this letter to them, and he wants them to read it out loud to the whole family. So as Kimbella started reading it, bitch, no, listen. I was like, this is some fucked up shit. He talking about how the days be heavy and all this shit. Now, at first, I'm sitting here like, that's messed up. But when they put I said that's jail life or whatever. You put yourself in that position and all that shit. It's fucked up or whatever for the kids and everything. But when they put the camera on the little boy, the little light-skinned boy, that looked like he around 10, 11 years old, and the way his face looked like he was about to cry, he was trying to hold up in them tears, baby, my ass was over here like, no, Ashley, don't. This is so fucking sad. Like, it took me there for a second. I had to catch myself. I said, it's too early in the episode for me to be doing all this. But don't be playing with my emotions like that. That was sad as hell. Okay, listen to me. I got my I just realized I got on my orange gel jumpsuit orange, okay? Anyway. Woo! And we talking about being in jail. But no, it was a sad ass letter talking about how some days are difficult, more difficult than others, and he missing the family more than others, and more than other times, and how he regrets not being there for their baby and seeing the first walk and stuff like that, and first words, and how he's gonna try to make it up, and how he's missing them and will be home soon or whatever. And my whole thing is this. So if they working on this album and Juelz supposed to be coming home in the summertime, how come y'all can't just wait till Juelz get out of jail and let him do his own shit? Because as of right now, summer is on its way, okay? Listen, bitch, it's finna be warm as shit this whole fucking week out here in Chicago and next week. Girl, summer is on its way, okay? Daylight saving time we finna lose a fucking hour. We finna gain some more hours of goddamn sunlight, bitch. And do we gain an hour? Do we gain the hour? We get more sunlight. Either fucking way, bitch. I don't know if we roll back or we roll forward, bitch. That shit is coming up because it's March, okay? You know what I'm saying? Spring is on her hair. She coming. And we still ain't heard shit. So I'm like, just let him do what he got to do. Because money, even if the money is drying up, we still ain't heard shit from y'all. So y'all ain't getting no money from streaming or whatever. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about them doing that album. I just would like the actual artist to do it. And speaking of monies, so we got Yandy, she at this little shop or whatever, this little furrow shop, looking at this collection. Remy shows up, Olivia shows up. This is Olivia and Remy's first time meeting, and since their first meeting, which was years and years ago. And so basically they get into this whole conversation about, the situation between Olivia and Rich Dollaz, you know what I'm saying? And how, Yandy is not trying to say, I don't necessarily say that you're lying, and I can't say that Rich is lying, because I know Rich character and I know that he would never do some shit like that. He's not a thief, but I know that you would never lie to me. So she's stuck in the middle as to whose side she needs to be on, and she's not trying to be on anybody's side in particular, but she's just trying to see the good in each person. And Olivia's like, fuck that nigga took my money and all this shit. Remy and them like, do you got the split sheet? Is the split sheet right? Baby, it is so crazy that we are talking about this on this episode when Meg Thee Stallion is going through the bullshit that she going through. And I know people feel some type of way about her saying that she didn't read the contract, but what she cleared up and said, she read the contract, it's just that she did not understand. At the age that she was, she didn't understand a lot of the stuff. And people want to blame her for the shit that she got into, and you have to go back into history. Like, I was looking at the unsung episode of Roxanne Shante last night. You know what I'm saying? And they was talking about how her contract and shit was done dirty. They did that to artists, especially black artists. They fucked them over, especially the young ones that was coming out of poverty, didn't know nothing. They deliberately fucked them contracts so that they can have them and steamroll them and get over it on them. And they still doing that to this day, okay? But it does help, and people, we want to say, you need to have a lawyer there to read your contracts with you and so that you can go over shit. But these young people, they ain't got money for them. They just fresh up out the hood. They ain't got nobody money to get no goddamn lawyer. So that's how they get easily taken advantage of. And don't act like you read the fine print on everything else too. Plus, you got your, other people in your ears saying shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it happens, and that's what Remy was talking about. She went through her situation. You gotta have a split sheet where they tell you who owed this, who did that, so we won't have no discrepancies and stuff like that. She go through the whole issue about what she was going through on her label. Steve Ripken, I think. I hope I'm saying the guy name, or I hope I'm saying the right person. Either way, they had their little issues back in the day, and then kind of find out some of the stuff that he was telling her was true, and now they going back and working together now. You know what I'm saying? And so she was like, Olivia is just adamant that she is owed this money and that it was Cisco that was saying. And the main thing that was said, Remy said, because I know Cisco and Dollaz, they were supposed to be best friends. Did Cisco tell you this when he was on the outs with Rich Dollaz? Because motherfuckers can do some shady ass shit when they not fucking with you. Okay? They can fuck your shit up and try to get back at you by either lying on you or putting your tea out there. And Cisco looked like the type that'll do that. Trust and believe, I don't feel like Olivia is lying when she said that Cisco told her that, this was going on. I don't feel like she's lying. I don't see the reason for it, so we'll see what happened with that, girl. Then we get Rich Dollaz and Papoose and Joe Budden. They meeting up. They playing a little video golf or whatever. And so they get to talking about certain things that's going on with them. We got this whole thing with Sin and Joe Budden, this picture that was posted and was like, oh, y'all looking like y'all trying to get back together or whatever. And Joe is not understanding what is the big deal. He was like, listen, it's no mystery behind it. I posted the picture just to show that we are on good footings or whatever. It's nothing more, nothing deeper than that. Okay, we working on our relationship. Do I see us possibly in the future probably getting something back together? Maybe, but at this moment, we just trying to be cool. And they let him know, you got to make sure you let Sin know because she could probably be thinking otherwise, like they about to get this thing back on popping. But then they get over there to this whole situation. Because Joe was like, Richie D, you up here aging like Benjamin Button. I said, where? Just because you throw a little ex-girl juice up in your head don't mean that you getting young, bitch. Okay? Listen, it don't have them frown lines and face lines and deep lines all up in his face. But all right, if that's what you want to say. He was like, I got little girlies all hitting me up about you or whatever. But you ain't tell me. He was like, they trying to kind of shy away with these little money issue shit. Talk about something you stealing money. And then, of course, I understand the frustration where Rich Dollaz is coming from with being upset at the fact that this is out here because you can say this is like defamation of character if it turns out to be not true. You know what I'm saying? That, he's saying that Olivia is putting it out there that he's stealing money and he stole from her and all this stuff and that's fucking up his reputation. And so at this point, they like, you got to look at it like this. Granted, you wrote the song, she went out there, she made money off of performing the song and the song belongs to you or whatever, and you getting your cut, she's supposed to be getting hers and all this stuff, and she felt like she probably was the old more and some underhanded shit was going on, and it's not necessarily that she feels like, a certain way over a 10-year-old song. It's because y'all had a close relationship and, your career, you still out here getting the bag. Her career kind of slowed down or whatever. And she trying to get that shit back on track. But it was a personal connection that was between y'all. And, she hurt from it. So that's basically what's going on. And y'all need to sit down and talk about that and see what's up with that. And I was like, okay, if that's what you feel is really going on, that's what you feel. Because, over December, I ain't know December made that much. Girl, could have fooled the fuck out of me. I ain't like the song when it first came out, to be quite honest. No shade. But Olivia said she working on her album. She almost through. She got 4 more songs left or whatever. So they gonna do that. Then we get to this whole thing with goddamn, who was up on here? Fuck, I just had it. Bitch. Chrissy and Jim. First of all, let me just say this. I don't understand why Chrissy and Jim on here no more. Okay? I feel like they kind of dropped the ball with their storyline because there really is no storyline between them 13 episodes, and we really could have dealt without Chrissy and Jim Jones. Maybe because they needed the money. I don't know what it was for, because the little storyline that she had with the $1 million the real estate shit or whatever investment shit, that came and went in 2 episodes. The whole situation between her and Yandy, that came and went in a couple of episodes. Okay, so that's 4 episodes down. Well, actually a couple of those was in the same episode, so that's like 3-4 episodes. Yeah, like 2-3 episodes down. And we still don't really care about, like, she's bringing nothing to the show. And I feel as though they use this as a marketing tool to get saying that all these older castmates are coming back so that we can tune in and watch, and then it's fizzling out. Okay, and that's how I feel with Love and Hip Hop Miami. Where's Jocelyn? I wanted Jocelyn all through up and out that motherfucker. That's what I wanted, and we ain't really getting that either. You know what I'm saying? They just using these people as marketing tools so we can watch, and we was already gonna watch, at least most of us, so they ain't have to play us like that. But Chrissy asking about the house and how the mama felt and whatever, and finding out that she did it. Here go Jim. He gonna lie his ass off. Now, see, you can say he a good man because he ain't want to fuck up the mood at this point, because she gonna find out eventually. But at this point in time, Chrissy don't need to know, because she probably already do know that Mama Jones, Nancy, did not fuck with that house after she found out that Chrissy put her shit up in there, okay? Oh, Chrissy did this? Chrissy did this? Fuck this shit. Where's my red door? She didn't even put my red door up there. Of course, she ain't gonna fuck. He ain't about to tell her that. He said, she loved the house. She cried or whatever. She kicked me out before I can even get into the semantics of the house because, I told her some stuff about how I paid for the house or whatever. He made up a lie, trying to protect his boo feelings and all that shit. So that was what was going on with them. And then, talking about Juelz and getting on the actual album and, I don't know if Jim a felon, so I don't know if that's the reason why he can't go up there and see Juelz, but, he said anything that he needs to get his shit back on, he's there, so that's what that is. Y'all can tell that this is an old shirt because it's fucking too big. That's why I keep on looking. It's sloppy, bitch. Who gives a fuck? Girl, I ain't have to go nowhere today. Y'all better be glad that y'all got this. Anyway, y'all know I get on the camera and critique myself all the time. But anyway, so we get into Remy Ma. She's getting ready for this 25 years of Loud Records, by Steve Rickens. So I didn't have it right. He's the founder of Loud Records, and back in the day, if you go through your little hip-hop history, because I love hip-hop documentaries and stuff like that, one of the main record companies was Loud Records and Tommy Boy Records, Empire Records, people like them, them little starter records that actually gave the young kids, the hip-hoppers, an actual start, when other major labels wouldn't. And so Remy was like, this was one of her first labels. This was the label that she signed to when she was still in high school. Steve had had their issues, but they worked it out. They're doing this 25th anniversary of the label at the Radio City Hall, and they're having this little concert or whatever, and they're having a little section on there about Big Pun because he was also on the label as well. And so a lot of people, a lot of old artists, they're going to be there. A lot of old artists, not artists, artists are going to be on there, including Remy. So, they was on FaceTime and talking about, just reminiscing and just glad, and she's glad about the music that she's about to put out. He can't wait to listen to the music, and this will be Remy's first time performing ever since she gave birth. So they're looking forward to that. Let's just get into this whole sit down between Jada and goddamn Jen. Listen, okay, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. First of all, Jada, you better than me, bitch. That's all I'ma fucking say. You are fucking better than me, because after the way that the first meetup went and you tried to come at my throat over some shit that I had proof of, bitch, you would have got your head motherfucking knocked the fuck off when I saw you the next time. But see, y'all kept that shit cool, you know, because y'all was in a public place, all right? That still don't mean shit. But, you know, y'all kept it cool or whatever. Jen, you really think that you are doing something, okay? You do not know how fucking business works. And let me just tell you this. You are dumb as shit, and you put this shit up in fucking jeopardy, all right? Who the fuck are you to sit down with this girl and to tell her that I don't feel like he owe you $70,000. First of all, she said 60. Okay, that's where you fucked up first, right then and there. You know, the first time was actually meeting up with her. Second time was saying that she owed 70 when it was actually she was saying that she was owed 60. That's it. Then they agreed on $40,000, but then you gonna knock that shit down to $30,000 and say, well, what I feel like you owe is $30,000. No, bitch. Who the fuck are you to be out here saying who owe what when it's not between you and you're not the business mind behind this whole thing? It is his responsibility to do this. And like Jada said, I was trying to stop the legal fees or whatever, but since we want to go there, we can fucking go there. Jada, that's the route that you're gonna have to fucking do, because these bitches is playing fucking grimy, okay? You don't play around with fucking money like that, and especially if you got the fucking receipts or whatever that can prove and back up the fact that you owe this shit, that you are owed this shit. Like, come on. Jen, who the fuck are you? Like Jada said, bitch, you ain't got a ring at this point, you got a fucking necklace, okay? And even then, why are you meddling in your man's affairs, fucking up his business, okay? Like, you can put your whole, you talk about something you don't want to have this bitch bleed your family dry, you can fuck the shit up. About coming up there, you know, talking about some, I'm gonna give you 15 a month, you know, 1,500 a month, on a 24-month basis. Listen, who the fuck are you, okay, to be giving out this information to tell her what's gonna happen? Were you in the situation? Granted, that's your man, but your man is the one that needed to be having this conversation with a fucking lawyer. That's what needs to be happening. Let me tell you something, Jada, you sat there long enough than I did, and she said, is that gonna work? Jada said, no, it's not gonna work, all right? And she was like, you don't know how business is, and you older than me. You ain't had to throw that shit up in there, but it's true. Jen don't know how business work, okay? And Jada, obviously, your ass don't know how fucking business work either, bitch. Get you a fucking lawyer at this point. I know you trying to avoid all that shit, but fuck that shit. Take that nigga to court. Unless you still got some feelings for that dirt nigga, you better take that nigga to court and get your goddamn money, bitch. And use this shit as a fucking footage, and get your papers and make sure all your shit inductions in the fucking row, okay? That's what needs to be happening. Now, when she walked out that restaurant and she had that wine, she said, can I take this glass? And then she turned back around and she said, you know what? Honestly, I don't even need this, bitch. I thought she was about to throw the cup. But she threw the papers on the floor. And I said, okay, take your ass home. So, we get the scene with, you know, Chrissy and Jim. They're in the studio. Kim Bella shows up. Twin is there is also. And, you know, Jim is up in the studio just doing his verse or whatever. And, you know, Kim Bella's like, I know people probably won't understand or whatever, but this Dipset, this how come we can put our differences to the side, because this Dipset. Bitch, you fucking kidding me, bitch, okay? Listen, we gonna put our differences to the side after we square the fuck up on the real tip, okay? That's what would have happened between me and Chrissy. If Chrissy snuck dick me in my fucking face, she snuck hit your ass, okay? And then she proceeds to beat your ass and to drag your ass with your pussy all out in the fucking open, bitch, okay? And then y'all cool after a small ass conversation, bitch, hell no. Once you put your hands on me, I gotta get back on that ass, okay? Fuck that. And we still ain't gonna be cool. We still ain't gonna be cool like that. I don't give a fuck who my bitch is or my nigga is to you and to your nigga. Girl, fuck that shit. We ain't family like that. You done put your families don't put hands on each other like that, okay? Girl, get out of here with that shit. You know, they doing the music and that's what it is. Moving on from that, we get this whole shit between Joe Butt this Sim meeting up. He was like, get the lady anything that she wants. The lady is his ex-fiance and his baby mama. Bitch, did we need to know that? Did Garcon need to know that? No, he didn't, okay? So why you had to put that out there? Sin, you're being difficult, okay? At this point, you know, like Joe said, we going through therapy. I admitted that I fucked around on your ass. I wasn't getting the attention that I needed. You did some shit. I did some shit. It is what it is. And now you trying to tell me that I'm not doing enough. We going out together. We got concerts, we got dinners, we got baby showers, we doing overnights. Did you and Joe sleep together? No. But Joe said that y'all do overnights. Okay, that's a Joe problem. You need to talk to him about that. I said, well, damn, bitch, y'all fuck. That's all that it is. Joe, you need to take the dick away, okay? Because she getting it confused as to whether or not y'all finna get back together or not. You know, and at this point, if you're not going to get together, you're not going to get together. Just focus on fucking co-parenting and let it be that, okay? Because I'm tired of hearing about y'all problems. I really am. So Fresher, he has this music video shoot. Now, you keep on telling us that money is stressed thin. Why are you doing videos for shit that people ain't finna watch, okay? You're wasting money on that. I'm not trying to count people's pockets, but goddamn, bitch, I'm a frugal bitch up in this shit. If I ain't got it, I ain't got it. And I'm not finna try to squeeze that shit to make something happen that I necessarily don't need right now, okay? But, you know, he invited Jen up there. And she come up there and she let him know that I want to talk to Jada. Okay, this Jada bitch. And you know, he like at this point, yeah, maybe we should have talked to her together and all this stuff. So whatever you want to do is what you want to do. Okay, now when this bitch Jada, don't be stupid. Sue their asses. I don't know, like, got this, any fucking way, because I just don't like Jen, all right? And, you know, at this point, Fresher had all her family up there. He had his grandparents up there, his grandmother or whatever up there, her family, their kids and all that. And he, will you marry me? I said, bitch, first of all, don't scream at me like that, okay? Maybe that's a New York thing, but that shit don't rock with me, okay? Calm the fuck down. Calm your hyper ass down. Damn. Can you be normal for once? Maybe that is your normal. I don't know, but I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? You just do a lot. You just do a lot. It's too cold for all that shit. You know, and of course she accepted, oh my God, like I knew this was going to happen, but I was not prepared for this to happen. He proposed to you before. Okay, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Oh, whatever. Moving on from that. Then we get this whole scene with Remy and Papoose. They on their way to Radio City Hall so they can do this concert, and they just reflecting on their life and, you know, how she being able to, you know, do this show in honor of the person that found her, Big Pun, and, you know, being up on stage with Fat Joe, and, you know, all her legal troubles that's behind her at this point. She's not even going to mention it no more. And she just going to rock out and do what she got to do. And that's what she did. So, excuse me. Cisco and Olivia, they meet up. And Olivia is coming there to give verification about the fact that this is what this dude told me. You told me that this man was taking money from me. And now Cisco is changing the story. And I do believe Olivia. I don't feel like she has a reason to lie. And I don't feel like she would get on this camera and defend and go off the way that she's going off if it was a lie. You know, she ain't been back. We ain't heard from her. We ain't heard a peep from her, whatever. And now all of a sudden it's happening. No, she telling the goddamn truth. And I believe it. Because Cisco and Rich, they do have a fucked up relationship. Like, they do shit to each other, okay, to get back at each other. And I do feel like Cisco did tell her some shit. And even if he did not really tell her that, or he kind of planted the bug, like she said, she went to her lawyer and they checked the records and realized that, yes, it's $117,000 that you should have been got. You should have been given. You know what I'm saying? And then he's just acting like he got amnesia all of a sudden and he don't understand what's going on. And then gonna tell her, it's been 10 years. Why you still, you know, worked up over this shit or whatever? You need to let it go. Bitch, I was just like her. $117,000, bitch. I don't care if it's 20 years. I want my motherfucking money. Olivia, Jada, go to the goddamn courts, okay? Sue these motherfuckers. If you really feel strong and got the goddamn receipts for this shit, go to the goddamn courts. That's what y'all need to fucking do. Anyway, that was Love and Hip Hop New York. Y'all tell me how y'all feel, and I will see y'all later. Peace.